Hey there, and welcome to the Ultraman Connection Collectible Navi. In today's episode, we're going to check out the art of toy for Shin Ultraman.
Alright, first up is the Bandai Dyna Action Shin Ultraman figure. So if you like Tamashii Nation's SH Figure Arts figures but want it in a bigger size, Tamashii Nations has you covered. This is a 15.75 inch figure, or 40 centimeters tall. It's made out of PVC, ABS, and die cast, and it has tons of articulation. And it's part of this Dyna Action line. I think this might be the first Ultraman character in the Dyna Action line. And I really love it. So as you see, the box is really well done. It shows all the different poses that you can do. And check this out, you open it up, there's a window box so you can see the item inside. And it shows you the skeleton inside the figure, so you can really make a lot of cool poses. And not only that, you can also light up his eyes, so it's very awesome. So what does the box include? So we have the Ultraman figure, of course, get 3 pairs of hands, and you have this mini person, which I believe is the main character. So, and you also get a stand which has a cool looking Shin Ultraman logo, as well as the SSSP logo. And then of course you get a instruction kit. So it tells you how to put the stand on and how to adjust the stand, as well as to hold the Shin Ultraman in place. But you don't really need the stand from my experience. As long as you balance him well, you can get away without the stand. But here's that little person. So, yeah. Do you think that looks like him in the movie? He's all clear. But I think the main thing is getting the Ultraman figure. And isn't this beautiful? So if you like articulated figures and want something bigger than a typical SH Figure Arts, this is the one. So you can see it's much bigger than the SH Figure Arts. And it's just really cool, like just having a big size Ultraman figure. And not only is it just a figure, but you can do a lot of posing. So I think it's a great piece in a collection. And if you like doing some toy photography, or just having some fun with this figure is just a lot of fun. Alright, so yeah, check it out. Here's just the back. You can see all the joints. So being an articulated figure, there's going to be seams, but I think this is the probably the coolest effect here. As you open up the back of his head, there's a switch, and you can turn on the LED lights. And oh my, doesn't that look good? Yeah, it really looks like the lights in the movie. But yeah, I think it's pretty popular for SH Figure Art owners. But if you want something much bigger in size, Dyna Action is really a great option. And you can see I don't need the stand; he can pose really well. And if you get some other larger figures, you can probably put him into nice battle poses. But yeah, you can do lots of different poses. You can do like the rising pose, typical fighting stances, and of course you switch out the hands. There's like a fist, but there's also like this chopping hand. So you can replace both of them, and you can do the Specium Beam. So the signature pose. Let's see if I can get it right. Take a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I think this looks about it. Yeah. Maybe crouch him down a little bit more, but yeah, you get the idea. Pretty fun. And then different lighting, you can get a lot of different effects. The figure has a really nice silver metallic finish. So you can also do the flying pose, which is fun. Yeah. And then of course the rising pose, or like make Ultraman do a punching pose with the fist. You can switch it out with like kind of one grabbing fist, and you can interswap them too. So a lot of fun. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite Shin Ultraman figures, because I actually brought him to see the movie with me in New York. So I just think it's a lot of, it's a really great figure. It can do a lot of things with it. And yep, here's the little person here. So yeah, you can see the. I think they're trying to do like the to scale maybe. Like if this was a person, that's how big he would be. No, that can't be true, because I think it would be even smaller than that. I don't know. I don't know why they included this. I guess it's just to be cool, but not necessary. But yeah, I think this is a winner. Like, I really like this, and I think you'll like it too. And you can find this on Amazon, surprisingly. So Tamashii Nations has a Amazon store, and he's on sale right now. So I believe he normally goes for $210, but you can get him at a much lower price as of this recording. All right, next up we have the CCP 16 Tokusatsu series, and let's first look at the original Naranga. So yeah, we saw Gabora's box as well. So we'll check them out in a moment. But check out this awesome looking Naranga. So yeah, Naranga is it's not new to Ultraman. He did fight Ultraman in the original show, and this is his look back then. So as you see, a lot of the features, just like the I guess the ears or the horns, whatever you call them, they do move too. And yeah, I mean, a lot of the features were captured in the new version of Naranga. You can see like the back of the Naranga with some of the dorsal fins and the plates. They all were brought over to the new Naranga. So it's really cool to see like how the past designs carried over to the new designs. And if you know a little bit of the kaiju history, the suit was originally the Baragon suit from the I think back in the day, Tsuburaya and Toho like shared resources. So the Baragon suit was reused for Naranga as well as Gabora and Pagos. So that's why it's a little tribute in the Shin Ultraman movie when you saw when you hear about this free kaiju with the similar bodies but different heads and backs. But yeah, here's the Shin version, the new version of Naranga. You can see a lot of it is definitely modernized, but still kept a lot of the essence of Naranga. See there's like the dorsal plates and the back, so that carried over very well. And you have a modern look to Naranga's like I guess the head and the neck. I think that looks really cool. But yeah, like the horn ears thing is still there. The horn is much longer, and you also see, because he's kind of like a ground kaiju, they gave him more like sharper claws. And some of like the like the body lines were kind of updated on this new version too. But overall, like when you see this, you definitely know it is Naranga. So it's very cool, and I kind of like this new design of Naranga as well. So yeah, it's a really awesome. This is a really awesome figure. I think CCP definitely outdid themselves here. Really, really good representation of Naranga from the movie. And yeah, there's some articulation. See, the arms move, the legs move, and then the tail as well, slightly. And of course, you can move the those two from the back. And here's the original Naranga with the newer Naranga. Now both of these are from CCP, the 16 Tokusatsu series. Sadly, they're currently not available for the United States. But if you go online, such as HobbyLink Japan or Hobby Search or even Amazon Japan, you might find them there. So they're roughly about like, I want to say about $130 at retail. Might be slightly more. I think the Shin Naranga sold out pretty quickly, so you might have to look at it in the aftermarket. So it might be a little more expensive. But hopefully CCP will reissue them in the future. All right, so let's check out the CCP Shin Ultraman. You can see there's the official Tsuburaya sticker. and pretty nice looking red box with the metallic silver. So very simple, no art design here, just a red box. But here he is, out of the box. So Shin Ultraman. Yeah, I think it looks just like him, right? This is the red pattern one, of course. He comes with a little stand. So let's see, what do we have? I think the arms move and the waist moves, and I think his left leg a little bit, and as well as his ankles. So yeah, I love the eyes. They really captured like that egg-like eyes really well, and we can see you know, there's a nice silver paint, the very nice red finish as well. So yeah, it really captured it well. And even the hands, it's a great pose, like the fighting pose. I think my only grip about this is I wish because it's more like a statue, I kind of wouldn't mind if they just kept it one piece, so you don't have the seams on the shoulders and on the waist. But otherwise, it's a great looking figure, and you can pose him like perfectly with Naranga or other figures. So yeah, here's the original Ultraman, also from the same series, the 1/6 Tokusatsu series by CCP. And here we can see definitely the Ultraman C-type. You can see the original version is more like a man in suit. It captured all the wrinkles, the zipper on the back. What else? So the color timer, and the mask of the egg, you know, the egg-like eyes. Even like the little holes where the actor can actually look through it. So it really did a great job of this. And so the difference between the original Ultraman and the Shin Ultraman is just more like sleek looking. So it's not really a man in suit, more like just like like a true alien. Whereas the original Ultraman, you can tell, you know, it kind of recaptures all the suit features. And what's really cool is this one has a light up feature. So there's a little red sticker that tells you where to squeeze, and you'll see that he lights up his eyes and his color timer. And after a certain time, you'll see the color timer blinks, and then the light will go off. But this is a Specium Beam version, so it's really cool. Okay, another cool Shin Ultraman figure is the Ban Presto Ichiban Kuji figure. So we'll do a separate video later to go over this figure. So this was like a prize figure you can get in Japan. And just want to show you the difference between the size and the quality. So CCP is definitely more expensive, but you do see like the quality, and you know, it's definitely much more. But even with the Ban Presto, I think you're getting a really good figure as well. That one is a true like one-piece figure, and pre-painted, and the eyes reflect. But yeah, I think it's great. Alright, here is Gabara, the Shin version from Shin Ultraman, and man, this thing looks so cool. I love the details on it. The paintwork is fabulous. And the head, does that look familiar to you? Yeah, that's from my understanding, because you know, this is like the Shin heroes, so they used a little bit of Evangelion influence of like I think they're called the angels. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, check out the you know, the details here, like the claws and just the skin texture. It's just so nicely done. And yeah, even the head, like, that's pretty cool looking. And yeah, and what's really neat is the head can you can move them. You can move the head and the I don't know what you're calling, like the drill piece, separately. So the head and the drill piece can move separately. Sadly, you can't close the drill piece. That would have been a cool feature. The arms and legs sort of move. And let's check out underneath the tail. Yeah, that's kind of neat. Yeah, I really like the paintwork here. A lot of purple and kind of reds, metallic purple. This doesn't move, sadly, but I think it's still cool without it. Because in the movie, I think those split apart and go into the ground. But yeah, if you put the Shin Ultraman by it, you can recreate the fighting scenes. So cool. Yeah, I really like this figure. They're both really huge, and supposedly they're 30 centimeters or like 12 inches tall, but definitely very big, and Gabura is very long. But yeah, as you see, the two kaiju, resemble a lot. Just the head and a little bit are different. But here's the original Gabura, also the CCP-16 Tokusatsu series. So you can see the similarities of the original and the new version. So of course the original, you can see it has that like the classic Showa kaiju feel. And of course you can see this has a similar Baragon suit reused, just a different head and a little bit modified. But yeah, you can see a lot of the features were also shared with Noronga. But yeah, here's this is in the show you can actually close the thing, but this figure is just open. So yeah, I think all of these are made of PVC soft vinyl, and I think they're roughly $130 if you can get them at retail price. And Gabura appeared in episode 9. I think that was a pretty cool episode of the original Ultraman. But yeah, you can see the differences of the classic and the updated Shin Gabura. So yeah, which one do you like? I kind of like the Shin one, just because of all the new texture and kind of the updated look. But I think the classic still holds true. It's pretty neat. But yeah, hopefully we'll see more of these kaiju in the 1/6 line.
It's so cool to see the past and present with the original Ultraman and Shin Ultraman. We're going to come back to Shin Ultraman later. In next week's Seismic episode, we're going to check out the Ultraman Vinyl Odyssey with Savenger. See you next time.